Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how do I handle fear of failures. And let's talk about that. I know failure is sometimes very difficult to digest. I also face I have faced many failures, and every time I face failure it feels very bad inside, and I feel like I'm not good at, not worthy. All the self doubts and things like that will come, and it is something that is I feel almost everyone face at certain point of time, and we need to handle those fear of failures. And this fear of failures, it comes even before the event happens. That means this fear comes uh, even if we don't know the result yet. So let's deep dive, and I'm going to talk a couple of tips and couple of experience from my life, which will I feel it is going to help you. So let me share my screen, and to comment in the box how you manage your fear. Okay, so let's begin. Now I want to understand about why this is happening. Now, two reasons I would like to highlight here is it's natural. Like any other feeling, feeling like love or gratitude or excitement or any other feeling, anger, this fear also comes to us and in natural manner. We can't do about it because as you are aware that thousands of thousand thoughts comes to my our mind in a single day, and especially when there is any important event is going to happen, it's natural that we all feel something fearful that maybe the event is not going to go as per the plan. I may not reach venue, or I may not speak properly, I may not cover all the planned activities, so and so forth. And this fear of failures is actually natural to most of the people. And with this you realize that you are not the only person who are facing this fear of failure. It is universal, and it is faced by all of us. And second reason I experience is from the past experience. Now, if in past, if I have not done well or I failed, then in my next upcoming events, I feel the fear of failures. I'll give an example. Let's say in last interview, I failed. I could not succeed. Now, in the next interview, next round, or in new opportunity, there will be always a fear will come to my mind that maybe the same situation will happen once again. Maybe I'll not get selected. So this is coming just for from our past experience, and this too can be avoidable. The best part is it can't be avoidable. It can be avoidable. How? Because as you know, it is universal, it is natural. So we know how to deal with that. And from the past experience, we should learn, but we should not make it as benchmark. We should not detect our past. We should not, our past should not dictate the future. That means our past should not rewrite again in future. Past is past. Whatever has happened in the past has happened. Now we should be in positive, we should look ahead, and we should plan well and keep a positive mental attitude to receive the better result. So let in my experience, how should we avoid the fear of failures? I have three things to share. So let's go one by one. Number one, I'll minimize this. Okay, so let's focus on this. Number one is let's redefine failures. Now, when I say redefining failures, Now, failure itself is not end result. It is not telling that there is no more steps ahead, or this is the boundary or something like that. Failure means just simple a feedback mechanism. It is a feedback mechanism. When I say feedback, it means if I have done certain things and if I get failure, then I should take as a feedback. When I introspect, when I look back, what has happened recently, or when this event happened, and I sit in peacefully and think through every single detail in my mind, frame by frame or minute by minute, I will analyze how this thing happened. Look from a third party. Don't look that, okay, somebody has told me or somebody has given. No, just see if I'm Manas giving presentation. So I saw something happened at this time, and then he behaved this way, or the result happened this way. So I look the event from a third party angle and analyze what has happened. Now it has two things. Number one is it will give us entire kind of video or a mental movie that how the things happen. When you go and watch movie, we watch as a third person and we see the movie happened, and we can tell that no, in this situation hero or heroine did mistake, they should not do that way. How we are judging? By looking at that. But in that situation in movie, hero or heroine, whatever they're doing with their best of ability, right? So they may not be aware they are doing right or wrong, but as a viewer, as an audience, we are judging them. So similarly, when you go back and look the previous failure, you see as a critic, as a reviewer, that okay, these things happened in a sequence, and I think at this time I should have told that thing, or I should have behaved differently, or maybe my preparation was not good. That's why I could not answer questions. Whatever the reason, you will get lot of inputs from that feedback. And second thing will happen is once you collect those information, you know that whether you needed better preparation, whether you needed a different time, whether it is something completely out of your control. So you should ignore that. Sometimes we face failures not just because of me or us, but because of some environmental reason. So in that situation, we should not feel too much, or we should not feel bad about ourselves, because we know that whatever we have given our best ability, and at that moment whatever was best, we have given that. So beyond that, we don't have any control. So if you think, redefine this failure as a feedback mechanism rather looking at a end result or end goal. So that's the number one. It will help to avoid fear of failure. Number two, let's focus on effort or the process, not just outcome. What does it mean? When I say uh, I'm preparing for cricket, or let's take a cricket example. So in my team, let's say I'm going for batting, and if I have done the effort, if I have given full 100% effort in preparing in that ground, understanding who are the bowlers, what kind of bowling will come, and what kind of shots, I did my all warm ups, workouts, everything. I know I have done all the background work. My homework is done now. Now, when I'm going and giving, I have already put a lot of effort inside the process, the previous steps itself. Whether I'll score century or half century doesn't matter, because I have already given a full dedicated effort on that entire process. So similarly, when you are going to achieve certain things or trying your goal, look what are the steps or actions or process or efforts that you are going to put in that particular goal. If you are putting your whole and soul heart into that process and you gave your best effort, don't just look outcome that time, because you have already given your best. The result, whether you win or lose, I don't think that will define you, because when you have given your best effort, that itself telling that you are already successful. So there is no way you should compare your result with that anything else. So that should be my number two. Number one is define the failure as feedback. Number two is put your effort, focus on your effort and process and actions rather just outcome. And number three is the last one is talk about it. You know, there are so many people that have already seen that situation, they have already faced that challenges. Why to hold that fear in our heart? Rather, we should openly share. But condition, you should not openly share like everywhere. No, you have to talk to mentor, you have to talk to your teacher or wherever you feel psychologically safety, that your discussion, your when you are sharing your fear, it should be treated as secret and it should be dealt as a secret rather publishing openly. Sometimes it you we may not feel that comfortable sharing with all the world, right? So talk about it, identify who are the person I should talk this fear. Is it my parents? Are they uh, is there any good friend available, or should I talk to my coach? If you talk, the chances that there are two chances maybe, or the two outcome maybe. Number one is either they may not know the solution at this time, but at least you've spoken to them and you feel little light after you spoke. That is number one. It is going to help you because you feel lighter. The second is, what if they know the solution? Now here you have the solution, right? So if you know the solution, you will not fearful at all, and you know that I am going to approach in that direction because somebody has already seen that. Somebody has just imagine the question paper are already out, and you have already prepared those questions, and next day you are going for exam. How do you feel? So you'll feel utmost confident, right? Because you have already seen that questions, you have already prepared those questions, and you just go and write those exams. Similarly, if you have any fear of failures, talk to somebody who has already faced it. They will share the some tips and tricks which you are going to apply and feel relaxed. That's the only three things I feel are going to help a lot when you feel the fear of failures. So in comment, do share what you liked and maybe how you handled a situation when you are feeling fearful, and how did you handle, or what you are going to share to the audience, to this community, that how they can handle their fear of failures. And with this, thank you so much, and I'll come back with another topic.